Welcome back to another video, Rams Nation. Today I'm bringing to you the recap of the Rams' big win, 33-7 over the Houston Texans. The Rams improved to 7-2. The Texans fall to 3-6. So let's get into it. At the beginning of the game, the Rams had a slow start. They only had 6 offensive yards in the first quarter, and they were only leading by 2 points at halftime, and it was 9-7. And that's when the tide turned in the second half. The Rams went on for 24 straight unanswered points, and that was sparked by Robert Woods' 94-yard touchdown pass from Jared Goff. Now into stat leaders, Goff was 25 of 37 for 355 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. 355 is a career high in yards for him. It's just another 3 touchdown and 0 interception day from him, and that's his. He's the first quarterback in Rams history to ever throw for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions in back-to-back games. He's the only one. Kurt Warner never did it. No one ever did it. Robert Woods was your leading receiver. He had 8 receptions, 171 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like I said, that 94-yard was the one that sparked the game, and that was his career high in yards. And he already has more yards and touchdowns than last year. So, there was a lot of fans that were upset with his signing. They thought maybe it was too much for him. Against the Redskins, that was a game where he had a penalty late in the game. It was 15 yards, and everyone hated him because that arguably lost us the game. And now everyone loves him, which is awesome. And Sammy Watkins had 2 receptions for 41 yards and a touchdown. And we're starting to see him produce like I predicted after the bye week. I thought, you're going to see more Sammy Watkins involved in the offense. He's going to get more touches. He only has 3 receptions in the past 2 games, but he has done a lot with those 3 receptions. He has 2 touchdowns and 108 yards in the past 2 games. So hopefully we keep getting him the ball more. He did look like he had a little slight tweak of an injury, his foot, which he had problems with, but he came back in the game and he scored a touchdown. And then Todd Gurley had a solid day, 136 total yards, 68 rush yards, 68 receiving yards, and another solid day from him. No touchdowns, but I'll take 136 yards out of Gurley any day. And one thing that the Rams did again was win the turnover battle. They caused 4 turnovers, and they did not have a single turnover. So, the Rams are undefeated when they do win the turnover battle, and they are 0-2 when they lose the turnover battle. So the Rams got to keep doing that. And now on to the Rams Nation Awards. The offensive player of the game is Jared Goff. Like I said, 25 for 37, 355 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Those stats are amazing. I think the offensive player of the game is more like a stat award. Defensive player of the game is a stat award, and an MVP and game ball winner. That's the spark. That might have the best stats, and that's the most likely to see the spark. But the defensive player of the game, Aaron Donald. He had 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss, 1 QB hit, and 1 forced fumble. I think it's his 3rd forced fumble in the past 4 games. He's off to an amazing start. I saw a stat where he has the most QB pressures or QB hits, and he missed the first game too. And the next closest has played a lot more snaps than him, so like 55 more snaps. I don't know, but it's crazy. He's interior, and the guy that is tied with him is Everson Griffin of the Vikings, who the Rams play next. But he is a defensive end. Donald is an interior defensive lineman. He should not be passing or rushing the passer like he is. He's just that good. He's crazy. And then the game ball and MVP, like I said, the spark, really good stats. Robert Woods, 8 receptions, 171 yards, 2 touchdowns, career day for him. Incredible. Rams were only up by 2, but then they were pinned back inside at the 6-yard line, and what do? Jared Goff drops back. Robert Woods runs a post and hits him over the top, and he goes the distance. And the Rams, with this win, move to 7-2 in the NFC West, and their next game is against the Vikings, which I cannot wait to preview that game. The Vikings are a decent team. I think they get a lot more credit than they should, but their defensive line is no joke. Their secondary is no joke. Case Keenum, the former Ram, he's having a career year. That's what happens when you leave Jeff Fisher. And they do not have their star rookie running back, Dalvin Cook, but they do have Jerick McKinnon, who is a speedy back. They have Latavius Murray. They have Adam Thielen, who's putting on a season. Stephon Diggs, who started off pretty hot. So the Rams can't take them lightly. If they win, or when they win, they will be taken seriously. They'll move to 8-2, but I'm going to save that for the preview. Thanks for watching. That's it for this video. No interruptions for this video. Something I tried new. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, leave a like, comment, share with your friends. Go Rams, horns up.